think you've trained it successfully because you run the training data and it will always tell you the truth as you believe it. But it's learned the wrong lesson. It's learned always tell you what you want to hear. This is a very, very different rule. A very dangerous rule.
If you saw the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey, it doesn't say in the movie. If you remember HAL 9000, the creepy computer that sounded like a psychiatrist when he was talking to you, yes, Dave, I'm afraid I can't open the pod bay doors. It killed the astronauts that were in hibernation. Now, in the movie, it never says why it did that. It's just a computer glitch, a computer error. But in the sequel movie and in the book that Arthur C. Clarke wrote, Stanley Kubrick made the movie, but Arthur C. Clarke wrote the screenplay. Arthur C. Clarke identifies what the problem was, what the thing is that the computer did wrong. Or rather, I should say the programmers, because all the computer did is carry out its instructions. The Discovery 1, the spaceship, was going toward an alien monument, a monolith that was in orbit around Jupiter. But this was a military secret, and the military didn't want anyone to know, not even the crew on board, until they arrived. So the computer was instructed not to tell them the purpose of the mission, you see. Not to tell them there was an alien artifact that the ship was going to. But the computer had been instructed to tell the truth, like what you just said, see. So how could it resolve the question of how to tell the truth and how not to tell the truth? Logically, it's impossible. But computers are very logical thinkers. So it said, well, if all the crew are dead, I don't need to make the decision, problem solved. And so that was the optimal solution that it came to. And so you see this horrifying scene of just all the life readouts, the heartbeat and the brainwave activity fall to zero. And then you see the other astronaut, Bowman or whatever his name is, flying across the screen silently because he's been killed by the remote control pod. And the computer has no conscience. It did no wrong. It merely did what it was instructed to do, right, and solve the problem in a Pareto efficient fashion. Okay.
Yep.